I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Rakakodash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and also say peace, mercy, and blessings to all the hopeful elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means He exists or He is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahushai, which means He is the deliverer. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Today we're being called Black, African American, Colored, Negro, Seminole Indian, Latin, Hispanic, Native American, Haitian, Jamaican, West Indian, Cuban, Dominican, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Brazilian, so forth and so on. But we're those people that make up the Israelites, the Hebrews, of the 12 tribes. The self-proclaimed white man, Caucasians, Europeans, they are the Edomites, also called Idumeans, and the Holy Bible. According to Bible prophecy, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. All right, and this is an article from End Time Headlines. It reads, Turkey has officially severed relations with the little Satan. Okay, we got to speak in code, especially in the times that we're in now. We got to let our words be seasoned with some salt, but pretty much this is the spirit of Ezekiel 38. So I found this from End Time Headlines. Check this out. This is from Russia Today. It says Ukraine demands that African bloc denounce officials' blank remarks. Okay, so what's happening on the earth is this. It says ECOWAS commissioner has sided with Russia on the issue of Donbass. So you're going to have nations that are going to side with Russia. Okay, so pretty much what's taking place is that alliances are being formed, right? This is another article from End Time Headlines. Saudi Arabia, all right, Ishmael, Crown Prince accuses Lil Satan of the G word during gathering of leaders. So that's Esau, man. All right, pretty much these nations are siding with Russia, but they're going against the West and the Holy Land. Okay, now Russia and Turkey allow those Edomites as well, but they're identifying the main problem is the West and the Holy Land, Amalek and Edom. It's the main problems in the earth, and all these nations are going to start coming against them, especially over there in the Middle East with Ishmael, Elam, Asher. Okay, those different nations of Shem that are mixed up together over there. That's the dragons of Arabia. Okay, so I'm going to read this article from Turkey has officially severed relations with 48ers. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan announced that Turkey has officially severed relations with 48ers, according to reports in Turkish media. News outlet Media Igi reported Erdogan to have said, we as the state and government of the Republic of Turkey have cut off relations with the 48ers. We do not have any relationship with the 48ers at this point, period. So they cut their ass off, man. Okay, and this ties in with Bible prophecy, as we're going to get. Erdogan made these comments to journalists aboard his plane following his recent visits to Saudi Arabia and Azerbaijan. Okay, and this talks about Saudi Arabia right here. Now, I'm not sure if Erdogan was at this meeting. All right, could have been. But anyway, this is what's happening in the world. Okay, he did have a recent visit to Saudi Arabia. Erdogan highlighted his condemnation of what he termed the G word in Gaza and Lebanon. He emphasized the urgent need for humanitarian aid and immediate ceasefire. As you know, intense efforts are being made to keep the pressure on 48 alive and to take coercive measures against this country on the basis of international law. We show it, he is reported to have said. At the time of writing, in Turkish embassy in Tel Aviv is still operating, and the J has not made any official statement about Erdogan's comments. Newsweek has reached out to Turkish embassy in 48 for comment by email. The Turkish president has positioned himself as a vocal critic of the 48ers in recent years, and its latest announcement marks a sharp escalation in diplomatic tensions between the two nations. He has urged the UN and other international bodies to take stronger action to ensure the free flow of essential supplies, including food, water, and medical resources to those affected by this ongoing conflict. Turkey has positioned itself as a key player in the regional efforts to provide aid to the Palestinians and refuge in neighboring countries, offering both logistics support and political advocacy. So, a lot of these people from Gaza, Lebanon, which was invaded by the 48ers, they're now fleeing. They're now refugees. They're now going to what? Turkey is accepting them in. Turkey is letting them in. Okay, so this is causing tension between, what's going over there in the Middle East is causing tension between Turkey and Amalek. Okay, and that ties in with Ezekiel 38, as we're going to read. This is Ezekiel 38, the prophecy of Gog and a future invasion of the Holy Land. And the word of Yahweh Shem Shai came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, meaning the Yahweh Shem Shai is set, the prophets, his word, his mouthpiece against Esau. All right, because at the end of the day, those Russians, those Edomites as well, the people of Turkey, Ottoman Turks, okay, and Amalek in the Holy Land, those are all Esau, man, okay? And the Most High has them all divided on a worldwide scale, especially in Babylon Great, the big Satan, okay? And say, thus said Yahweh Shem Shai, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, meaning what? Yahweh Shem Shai is going to control their movement. He's going to bring them and take them from the course that they're on and put them on another course, which is what ultimately is going to lead to the valley of Armageddon. Okay, that's an actual geographic place that means mountain of troops, right? And I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. So they're going to be armed to the teeth, man. Okay, decked out with all sorts of advanced weaponry that you only see in some sci-fi movie. Okay, nukes and all, nuclear capability, ICBMs. These nations are getting prepared. Even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. And that the ultimate sword that these nations possess, especially Gog and Magog, is the nuclear warheads, intercontinental ballistic missiles, nukes on the submarines, right? It says Persia, which that's Iran or Iran. The name was changed from Persia to Iran in 1935, okay? All you got to do is a little research. Ethiopia, okay, and that links Ham with this too. So you got Gog, Magog, Iran, Ham, all right? Different nations of Ham are what are going to side with Russia. We see that. And Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. I mean, they're all going to be strapped to the teeth, man. Gog and Magog is going to be supplying them weapons and aid and things of that nature. Why? Because these are allied nations. That's how it works. Okay, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomor, that's Turkey, of the North Quarters, and all his bands and many people with you. So this is going to be a very great army, man. Okay, this is going to be a very mighty military. All right, and what Yahweh Shem Shai is going to do is going to lead them to the Middle East, to the Valley of Armageddon, and that's going to be the final showdown. That's why the Euphrates is drying up over there to prepare the way of the kings of the East. Right? Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So these nations, especially like little Satan, big Satan, they have to be careful how they handle nations that are allied with Russia, because Russia is then going to get involved. And as you can see right here, it's a pic with that's Putin, that's Erdogan, and I forget Iran's leader, his name. But you see Erdogan in the middle, that's Turkey, Russia, then you got Persia. Okay, the big three, right? But this is prophecy, man. This is prophecy. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to this article from Russia Today. The ECOWAS commissioner has sided with Russia on the issue of Donbass. A lot of these nations are gonna side with Russia, man. All right, because it's according to Ezekiel 38. The Economic Community of West African States must disavow the words of its commissioner, Abdel Fattah Musa, or risk damage to its relations and reputation, the Ukrainian foreign minister has said. Musa had accused Kiev of the G word and the Donbass and the T word. Musa is the ECOWAS Commissioner for Public Affairs, Peace and Security. He took part in the Russia-Africa Partnership Ministerial Forum in Krasnodar region last week. All praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. This thing is picking up, okay? And all these nations, they're starting to hate, despise Edom. This is Obadiah 1, Edom will be humble, okay? The vision of Obadiah that said Yahweh Shem Shai, power concerning Edom. Who is Esau? Esau is Edom, also called Idumea. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh Shem Shai, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So the prophets, just like it says in Ezekiel 38, set thy face against Gog and Magog. The prophets are the ambassadors of the Most High. Okay?
Strong's H, 6735. Seer.
So when you go to the book of Samuel, the prophets of old age were called seers because they saw visions. All right, but right here, the word there is seer for ambassador. It says envoy, messenger. Well, another word for messenger is an angel. Okay, the prophets are angels too because they carry what? A message. It's sent among the heathens, so we also prophesied against you heathens too. Okay, and that's amplified in the book of Joel 3. All right, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Okay, it's sent among the heathen, arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Right, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Yahweh Shem El Shai is making Amalek small, little Satan, and he's making USA big Satan, Edom. He's making them small among the heathen, man. Okay.
Strong's H, 6996. Katan. Gesenius Lexicon. Katan. Second entry.
Man.
Katon.
Right, meaning insignificant, small, or unimportant. And how is this being done ultimately? Through the BRICS nations. These nations are backing away from the Federal Reserve note, that is the USD. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, unimportant. Okay, nations have cutting your ass off, and they're dealing amongst themselves. Even other Edomite nations, such as Turkey and Russia. Okay, which Turkey, that's even though those might be Edomites, those are Edomites that a lot of those Edomites are into Islam. All right, the Muslim faith, whether it be Sunni or Shiite. Okay, and it's prophecy that those different Arab Muslim nations are going to unite too, as the dragons of Arabia. Okay, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. You know what it means to be despised? The word there is bazah. That means to hold in contempt, to be despicable, to be vile, to be worthless, man. That's how they're looking at little Satan and big Satan. They fucking despise this place, and that's why they call these two that are allies. They call the one the big Satan, and they call the little one over there Amalek. They call them little Satan. That's Example of them Esau being greatly despised, to look down upon, to scorn, to disdain, to treat with contempt. Okay, to despise, to look down upon with strong contempt from a superior position. All right. So these nations are like, fuck, you know. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, unimportant, insignificant, and thou art greatly despised, regarded as foul and worthless. The pride of thine heart had deceived thee, right? Because the Most High gave you the earth into the hand of the wicked. And you got the greatest military, you got the best parts of the world. You know, you got your U.S. embassies and consulates in all these different nations. You know, you got your Air Force, your Space Force, different military branches. So that all that pride and technology have deceived you, man. That thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. All right. That said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground, right? They think they're never going to be taken out of power. Okay. But you are coming out of power. CTD, circling the drain. And what proves that is BRICS nations. Okay. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, right? Your NASA space station, things like that. Thence will I bring thee down, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Something spiritual about that. When they set that up in 1969, that's when Yahweh Shem Yahushai set up Abba Vivens, who is John the Baptist. Okay? So, yeah, man, it's real heavy. Back in this article from End Time Headlines, Saudi Arabia Crown Prince accuses Lil Satan of G during gathering of leaders. Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has accused the 48ers of carrying out collective G in Gaza in some of his strongest criticisms of the country since the war began last year, during a gathering of leaders of Islamic nations. Read that again. During a gathering of leaders of Islamic nations hosted by Saudi Arabia at Riyadh on Monday, the country's de facto leader said the kingdom reiterates its condemnation and absolute refusal of the collective G committed by Lil Satan against the brotherly Palestinian people. That's beautiful. That is beautiful, man. Okay, let's get this in 2nd Esdras 15. These nations, they're about to come together, man. You have a lot of, because you got the Lil Satan, they're knocking off those different leaders over there, left and right. And they've been knocking them off for the past few years, but that's only going to make the relationship between these nations, that bond, stronger, because now they're realizing there's a common threat and enemy that they must deal with. That's 2nd Esdras 15, okay. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 28. Behold, an horrible vision, and an appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, right? And who's going to meet them over there? Gog and Magog, Moab, all those different nations, man. Tell you even got North Korean troops that are helping out Gog and Magog with Ukraine. Okay? And the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians rage in their wrath. The Carmanians are the Iranians, another word for Iran, or Persians, another word for the Persians, right? Also the Carmanians rage in their wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them. So they're going to link up Persians and the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, all those different nations, okay? And with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of Assyrians. And, you know, Scripture does say that Damascus shall be a ruinous heap. So you're going to have different parts over there that's going to get hit with nukes, man. You know, especially like the Holy Land is going to get hit. And the modern day Assyria is what? Big Satan, Babylon the Great. It's going to get hit with nukes, man. Okay? Only difference is this place, you know, Babylon the Great, Once it gets hit with nukes, it's going to be likened unto Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities, and it will never be inhabited again. It'll be set forth as an example to the other nations of what not to do, lest you reap the same reward. Right? 31. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, right? Remember that they're warriors, that they're wild. Okay? So spirit gonna have it where they get the upper hand. Scripture says it. And if they shall turn themselves conspiring together and great power to persecute them, persecuting who? Little Satan. Everybody in the Middle East has a problem with little Satan. Okay? Amalek is fighting a war over there on 7 fronts, try to establish the Genesis 15:18. Okay? And they're looking at Trump as their, king. Okay? So yeah, man, it's definitely about to go down. Amalek is going to end up. Matter of fact, let's read this. This is Jeremiah 50, verse 45. Therefore, he the counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that he had taken against Babylon. Right. And when you read, it says something similar in the 49th chapter. It talks about Edom, but you go to book 50, it talks about Babylon. So that links Babylon and Edom. Okay, the modern day Babylon is, the USA, and the modern day Babylonians are those Edomites, man. Therefore, he the counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that he had taken against Babylon. So Mosai took counsel against this place to destroy it, and his purpose is that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. That's little Satan. Surely they're going to be drawn out. Benjamin Netanyahu. All right? Single-handedly. All the things that they're doing over there and the response from these other nations, the outcry, all right? They're going to end up getting hit, and that's going to draw out Babylon the Great, or Big Satan, okay? Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Both those nations are going to get hit with nuclear missiles, man, right? So with that, I just want to do a quick lesson. Ezekiel 38 is in full effect, and that's just proof that we're closer to the Lord's return. With that, I want to say shalom.